The following information is provided for educational purposes only and in no way constitutes legal, tax, or financial advice. For legal, tax, or financial advice specific to your business needs, we encourage you to consult with a licensed attorney and/or a CPA in your state. The following information is copyright protected. No part of this lesson may be redistributed, copied, modified, or adapted without prior written consent of the author. As we mentioned earlier, there are ongoing requirements with the state of Colorado. The first of these is called the periodic report, which we will discuss in this lesson. The second of these is filing your LLC's taxes. We will discuss taxes in the next lesson. Each year, you are required by law to keep the state of Colorado updated with your LLC's contact information. You do this by filing what's called a periodic report. Along with filing your periodic report, you must also pay the annual filing fee. You will find the annual filing fee amount listed below this video. The periodic report can be filed 5 months out of the year. 2 months prior to the periodic report month, the periodic report month itself, and 2 months after. Your periodic report month is the month in which your LLC was formed. For example, if your LLC was formed on June 15th, then your periodic report month is June. Therefore, you'll need to file your periodic report between April and August of each year, but no later than August 31st. Again, that's 2 months prior to the periodic report month of June and 2 months after. We recommend filing before the end of your periodic report month every year just to keep things simple. If you're unsure what month your LLC was approved, you can find its approval date in your Articles of Organization. The state will send you an email reminder approximately 1 week before your periodic report month begins. Even if you do not receive a reminder notice, it is still your responsibility to file your periodic report on time each year. For this reason, we recommend putting a repeating reminder on your calendar. If the periodic report is not filed on time, your LLC will be marked as non-compliant and the state will charge you a late fee of $50. If you continue to ignore this requirement, your LLC will be marked as delinquent, which will prevent you from doing business in the state. There's no option to file your periodic report by mail, since Colorado does everything online. You will need to review your LLC's contact information online, then submit your periodic report electronically and pay the filing fee on the state's website. The filing fee must be paid with a debit or credit card. The state only accepts Visa, Mastercard, or American Express. Filing online is simple and only takes a few minutes. We are now ready to show you how to file your periodic report. The link below this video will take you to the state's website. Let's get started. Here we are at the state's website under the record identification or ID search. To the right of the business name field, you're going to enter the first few words of your LLC. You do not need to include the designator LLC or L.L.C. since we're just doing a search. And also capitalization doesn't matter, so it can be uppercase or lowercase or any variation. I'm now going to paste in a sample company that's on record in Colorado and I'm going to be using for demonstration purposes. Okay, this company is called Rotten Apples LLC. Once I enter that name of the box, I'm going to click the search button. You'll see that the state searches the entire database for all businesses that include that name, but the one I'm interested for this example is the one that's in good standing. Most likely if you search your LLC name, you might just only see one record or you'll see a number. Just make sure you're selecting your actual LLC. Once you see your LLC in the list, go ahead and click the ID number. That's going to take you to a confirmation page. Make sure the information in this box is yours. Then at the bottom where it says I confirm that I am authorized to make changes, you're going to click confirm. Okay, here we are at the periodic report. This is going to look very similar to when you formed your LLC and you filed your Articles of Organization online. This is where a lot of that information is pulled from. So we're simply going to scroll through the periodic report and confirm that our information is up to date, or if we need to make any changes to addresses or any other information, we're going to do so and then pay the fee and submit it online. All right, let's scroll down and get started. At the top, you'll see the filing fee as well as the name of your LLC. And in the first section, principal office address. If your address has not changed, you can leave everything as is, or if your address has changed, go ahead and make those changes there. For this example, let's say there are no changes. I'm going to then scroll down to the next section, which is registered agent. Same thing here. If you need to make changes to your registered agent, you can do so. If it's an individual person, such as yourself, a friend, or a family member, who's now the registered agent for the LLC, you're going to put in their last name and their first name. Or if your LLC is representing itself as its registered agent, or you've hired a third party, you would put that name in here. Then you're going to go ahead and fill in the street address information. Again, you may not need to make any changes, so if you don't, leave everything as is or update it as necessary. Let's scroll down to the next section, email notification. If you've submitted your email address along with your initial filing, then you can check off the first option, which says my email address is already signed up for this record. If not, I recommend you check yes and put your email address in this box here. What that's going to do is it's going to send you an email anytime there are any documents filed for your LLC. In this case, I'm going to check off the first one that states the email address is already on file. Scrolling down into the next section, the names and address of individuals causing this document to be delivered for filing. This is going to be yourself, the person responsible for submitting the document. You're going to go ahead and fill in your last name, first name, and your address. Then down here, where it says additional individuals causing this document to be delivered for filing, you can just select no, as only one person is required to file the document. Even if you're a multi-member LLC, you can still select no. I'm going to go ahead and paste in some sample information, and then we'll proceed. Okay, I've pasted in the sample information. Once you have your information filled in here, you're going to scroll down and then click Submit. On this next page, the transaction preview, wait a few seconds and a preview of the document is going to load in the window. Please scroll through, make sure there are no typos or any errors. At the bottom of this page, if there are any errors or any corrections you need to make, just click Return to Form and then make those. If everything looks good, go ahead and hit the Accept button. On the next page, the online payment section, if you scroll down, what you're going to do is you're going to select your card type, enter your card number, the expiration date, the name on the card, and then the billing address that's associated with that credit card. Down here where it says pay using a prepaid account, this does not apply, so you can leave this section blank. Once you have all of your credit card and billing information correct, you're going to click the Pay Now button. Unfortunately, I'm unable to take you past this step since this isn't my entity and I don't actually need to file a periodic report for Rotten Apples LLC. It's just used for example purposes. However, once you click Pay Now, on the next page, you will get a confirmation message. And then what you can do is you can print that page out for your records. You don't need to, but if you'd like to, you can. If you have any issues while filing your periodic report or you have any other questions about it, you can contact the state at the phone number below this video. Once you file your periodic report, that completes this lesson, but this is an ongoing requirement in the state of Colorado, so make sure that you do this every year. And that concludes this lesson.